name is Farid Rahmani. I teach people how to drive. I was born in Tehran, but I've lived in Germany for more than 25 years. Now I speak German more than my native language. My daughter speaks Persian better than I do. But whenever someone asks me where I'm from, I always answer clearly, I'm from Iran. Not because I want to create distance, only because I know who I am, and I want to remind myself where I come from. I am Iranian. I never thought I would become a driving instructor. When I was young, I studied mechanical engineering. I once dreamed of working in a large factory designing machines, surrounded by skilled colleagues, having an office of my own. But war and change forced me to leave my country. I came to Europe with a small suitcase and a degree that meant nothing here. I washed dishes. I delivered packages. I slept in a cramped room with 3 other men, filled with the smell of damp walls and worn-out socks. But back then, all I needed was a place to lie down. Safe and cheap, I wasn't living just for myself. I had a wife and children waiting. I had to keep going for the day we would be together again. Later, I changed jobs and became a truck driver. Not just driving, I knew how to fix things too. Most minor issues I could handle myself. Because of that, I saved time and repair costs, and my boss liked me. He treated me well. That job gave me stability, enough to bring my wife and children here. But trucking meant being away from home, sometimes for days at a time. There were moments when I suddenly realized my children had grown, and I didn't know when it happened. I had missed too much of their childhood. At a small gathering, a friend once joked, "Farid, you're a good driver. Why not become a driving instructor?" That was when the idea first came to me. I started looking into it, studying, getting the licenses I needed. I have taught more than 1,000 students. Some are 18, their hands shaking the first time they sit behind the wheel. Some are 45, embarrassed, thinking they are too old to learn. Some are mothers of 3, learning so they don't have to depend on their husbands anymore. Some are immigrants like me, learning both the language and the traffic laws at the same time. Inside my car, there are many languages: German, Arabic, Polish, Spanish, and sometimes the sound of someone holding back tears. There was a boy named Jonas. He was smart. But every time we drove onto a main road, he panicked. His hands would grip the wheel until they turned pale. One day he asked me, "Do you think I'm useless?" I kept my eyes on the road and said, "No, driving isn't about proving you're good. You're just not calm yet. And that takes time." 3 months later, he passed his test. On the day he got his license, he said, "Thank you for being patient with me, for not yelling." I smiled. I never thought that not yelling was something special. There was another student, Marta, from Poland. She wanted to learn because her husband wouldn't let her use the car. He said, "You're not capable of driving." I knew that was only part of the story. She wanted independence. She wanted to escape the pressure she had been living under. And the first thing she thought of was learning how to drive. Marta came every Thursday evening. She always apologized for driving too slowly. The day she passed, she sat in my car for a long time before getting out. I knew she needed a moment. Then she laughed and said, "From now on, I don't have to ask anyone for permission to go anywhere." I understood that look in her eyes. Many people think my job is just about teaching gas, brakes, and mirrors. I used to think so too, but what I really do is help people overcome fear. Some are afraid of speed. Some are afraid of being judged. Some are afraid of failing again. I sit in the passenger seat, my foot always near the secondary brake, not to control them, but so they know that if something happens, I'm still there. I've seen all kinds of reactions. Some people pass their test and hug me, crying. Some forget my name the moment they pass. Some never come back to say goodbye, but I'm not sad. Because I know this, my role is to sit beside them, not to walk with them for the rest of their lives. My daughter once asked me, "Do you feel sad when your students all leave?" I told her, "No, because if they still needed me forever, it would mean I taught them wrong." Every morning I clean the windshield, check the mirrors, adjust the seat. This old car has traveled tens of thousands of kilometers. It has carried so many different lives. I once left a country behind. I once started over from nothing. Now, every time someone makes their first confident left turn at a busy intersection, I feel a little lighter inside. My name is Farid Rahmani. I don't build bridges. I don't design machines like I once dreamed. Now, I teach people how to drive, and I love what I do. Every day, I help someone take hold of the wheel of their own life.